this works. The live feed video isn't working. So we're going to try this again for the umpteenth time. So we'll see how this goes. Appreciate everybody's patience. It's like this live video is not working. We'll try this again. See if this works. The live video is still not. You still can't hear me? I don't know. You still can't hear me? This is crazy. Try to send the request again. There we go. This is crazy. There we go.
Yep.
Yo, this is bugged out, yo. This is making Instagram. We've been better than that. Like, I've been doing this thing for about, 2 years now. Like,
So what's
better
going
than that.
on,
Like,
man?
Wi-Fi connection good. You got 5G good, everything. I'm like, what's the hold up, man? Got me a little frustrated right now. So just, threw me off the group for a second. All right, let me get back in my bag. Another edition of First Bar Sports Show Mondays with Q. My guy Q. Appreciate everybody's patience. Sorry about the technical difficulty. Obviously, we over there dealing with technology, so everything ain't always gonna be 100% perfect. But we in there though. How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Ain't no
How
how I'm doing, how I'm feeling.
how was your
You
Thanksgiving
know how I'm
break?
feeling, man.
How was your
You know
Thanksgiving
how
break?
I'm feeling.
We could just go right into it. You know what I mean?
Let's get
We
right
could just go
into it,
right
man.
into it. So we got plenty of things to talk about.
You know how I'm feeling
But
right now, man.
let's talk about why we're here. All right, Michigan, go ahead, take care of business against y'all. What 30-24 over y'all. I'm gonna let you take. I'm gonna let you take it away before I go. Go and anything. Say how I feel. I'm gonna let you take it away and get off everything. How you feel? I mean, personally, I like I told you, I had a feeling that they was going to win because of, Jim Harbaugh is on the earpiece the whole time. He's watching. He's talking to people, so they ain't missing no beat, and they at home on top of that. And all things being even, you know what I mean? Like, if nothing else, they got the home field advantage. If all things, obviously, I both let me know. I'm just saying like that. You know what I mean? If it was at your place, might have been a little different story, but I'm gonna let you get off how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Even though the game was close, I always felt that Michigan never felt like this game was going to get away from them. That's just how
Yeah,
I took it. That's yeah. I mean, because
they
they
came
was
out
doing their thing. Michigan was doing their thing the whole
they
game.
came out strong. We
Yeah.
came out slow. I told you last week. The key for us to win is to have a fast start. When Kyle McCord threw that interception in the first quarter, everything just started snowballing from there. We had a chance. He bounced back a little bit, but Michigan, they just had too much momentum.
Yeah.
We couldn't build off it. We had too many incompletions, too many drop passes. The running backs, the running game didn't really start kicking up to the second half. So first half we was looking a little crazy out there. It was a tough game. Both defenses stepped up.
Yeah, definitely.
They just made more plays than what we did. I
Hey,
hate it. I hate it.
yeah, I know you hate it. Yeah. I mean, I'm just like, oh man, I wish I would have came a little heavy on the bet. I wasn't like, all right, I don't, this thing is kind of 50-50. I ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? I had a little miscellaneous change, so let me throw it at that. You know what I mean? See what it do.
I
But
was
I was
ready
just
to.
like,
I
I
was
just
ready.
always had the feeling like, especially all the Jim Harbaugh thing, all that stuff. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I got a feeling like they might got a good chance to win the championship this year. For obviously Harbaugh's back. Yeah, I mean, coach, but you ain't
We're
gonna be
gonna.
around. But he
We're
coaching
gonna.
in the Big 10 championship game next
Yeah, he
next
is.
Saturday. Yeah, he
He's
coaching that
back.
joint next Saturday. He's back.
He's back. We're gonna see how they do in the playoff. Last year when they got in, they got
yeah,
they got smoked last year. So
they definitely did. They
hopefully
definitely
they
did. Ain't no
go in.
question.
Hopefully it's a whole different story. I see them being a tough out in the playoffs. They're gonna be a tough team to
Yeah,
go against. But
yeah,
other than that, we see how it goes. Big Ten championship game against Iowa. I feel like that's gonna be a breeze for them. Even
Yeah,
though Iowa,
come on, man.
even though Iowa play a little good defense, they that's a
I
good
don't
base for them.
understand why they. I don't know all the technical reasons why couldn't y'all play them again in the championship? They're obviously a la
Well,
SEC.
because
They had no problem playing Georgia and Alabama if they lost to each other earlier in the year.
it's because how our conference is set up with the East and West, Big Ten East, Big
Oh,
Ten West. But
okay, 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 okay.
this is actually the last time for that, being that we got
Yeah, yeah,
USC,
yeah, yeah. Because SEC
UCLA.
they put the best teams.
Yeah,
You know what
we
I mean?
got USC coming over next year to the Big Ten with
Oh,
UCLA.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
Yeah, that's right.
they
So the
stop on the
split.
East
Yep.
and West.
Mm-hmm.
So next year it's gonna be
Be the best
the
teams. Yeah.
top two teams. So you might see a Big Ten championship with Ohio State,
Yeah,
Michigan
yeah.
next
Because
year,
we put
depending
the
on
two
how
best
it
teams
is.
back in there, man. So
Yeah,
what
you
we just
got
saw the
to.
other week ago.
You got to,
Yeah.
man, because that's a game where you play at a neutral site. You never know what
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta give it up to Michigan. They play ball out there. They was ready. They got us the last 3 times. I'm tired of this stuff, man. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Coach Day's hot. He
I'm
looks
hot.
sick. He look evil. He
Yeah,
look unpleasant for the
man.
holidays.
Got my
You know
boy.
what I
Got
mean?
my
You don't
boy.
want to be around him all weekend long. Like the rest of the weekend, like he was just disgusted.
Got my boy Maserati Marv sitting
Oh
on the ground like
yeah. He was tight
oh
too.
man.
He
Yeah,
was tight
man.
too. But yeah,
If we
that they
had
say, he coming in all fly and stuff. He wearing the name brand.
if we had a quarterback out there like a CJ, like a Haskins, like Kyler's not bad. Kyler's not bad, but he's just. I'm not with Kyle. I wasn't with Kyle from the beginning of the year. I thought
Yeah.
this game was going to be the game that he had to either make it or break it. Either go out there and give it his all without the mistakes, or if he fumbled the ball, he fumbled the ball, and that's what he did yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gave it away in the beginning of the game, and we had to crawl back from there. And then that touchdown that they got, that they ruled a touchdown, it's questionable, but they gave it to them. So
Mm-hmm.
we had to fight back, and we tried to, but at the end they had a little bit more momentum than what we did, especially when their guard got injured. They
Yeah,
just
yeah. Oh,
had
yeah.
more momentum
They,
after
they,
that.
they, yeah, the guard, the senior guard,
Next
and
next play, touchdown.
yeah,
Right after he
exactly. Come
get
on,
injured, it's
man.
like
So yeah, I felt it. It's crazy. I felt bad for him. Like I'm just like, because they was talking about like, he could have went to the draft, like got picked, last year,
mm-hmm.
and what I mean, you hope this don't affect that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh,
Yeah.
I like that we all want to court with the white tees on. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Just great man. I think that
I
white tee
I
one day.
I I ain't feel
Yeah,
like wearing nobody,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I ain't feel like
Yeah, he
wearing
was.
nobody,
Yeah, he
man.
want to put the gear on, represent.
Nah, man,
Uh,
not today, man.
yeah. Um, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's continue to rewind. Let's take it back to Thursday night football, Thanksgiving Day. 3 games on. Let's we can go through these quickly, but start off with the Packers surprising win to me. Messed up my whole parlay that I had going on. 29-22 win over the Lions. Lions 8-3, and Packers is 5-6. Now, Jordan Love, great game, clean game. 22 for 32, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, no mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 carries, 39 rushing yards off those 3 carries. Okay, I'll take that every time. Now, Jared Goff, on the other hand, 332 yards. I understand that. 2 touchdowns. Okay, cool. 3 sacks. You going to get him 3 fumbles?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You're going to lose every time. You're going to lose every time. That's the ball game right there.
That is the
You
ball
give him
game
chances
right there.
after chance to, you know what I mean? You give him multiple possessions. You know what I mean? Taking points off the board for you guys.
See, they came
Maybe
out.
peel back one of those
They came
turnovers
out.
and they score.
They
You know what I
came.
mean? That's a game right there.
Yeah.
You done gave him 3 of them things.
They came down the first drive after Green Bay scored, and they put up a decent drive, got a field goal after that. But as soon as after that drive, that's when everything started to be debacle for them. A
Yeah.
lot of turnovers from Goff. And I told you last week, I'm not really too high on Detroit, and this is the
Yeah, yeah.
reason why things
Yeah,
like
yeah, because
this.
stuff like that, the
Uh,
inconsistencies
yeah,
and like have games like this,
and then
losing to the
the,
teams you're supposed to be beating to, or getting blown out
exactly.
by the Ravens,
And
not even being in the game.
besides the Chiefs and I forgot the other team that they had a good win against. It wasn't their schedule's not that
Yeah,
tough. So what they're doing right now, letting the Green Bay team that's really don't got everything together right now and still trying to figure out where
yeah,
they at with themselves. Letting a team like that beat you in the game that you're supposed to win, it don't
yeah,
it don't
exactly.
really
You gotta get
surprise
those
me.
games.
Yeah, that's a Detroit thing. You got guys like Jordan Love, who's actually looking pretty good. If you compare him to 2008 Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers went 6-10 his first full year starting. Jordan Love is only two games away from that, so he's not doing too bad out there.
Hmm.
He's showing them that he can be the guy to take them in the future. So we're gonna see how he goes.
Yeah,
But
yeah, exactly.
On the Detroit end, nah, they gotta do better than that.
All right, let's go to the now 8-3 Cowboys.
Hmm.
Blowout 45 win, 45-10 win over the Washington 4-8. Ain't really nothing to talk about too. You know what I mean? Too much here. Okay, Dak 22 for 32, 331 yards, 4 touchdowns, 10 rushing yards. Okay, gets to Washington. I mean, all due respect, I know y'all appreciated that W over the Washington, but Dak, we're gonna need you to have these type of performances in the playoffs against the teams that matter the most. Because we know that gives us these games against these mediocre teams. You know he ain't doing it against the good teams. So when that you know what that
I,
goes against all these
I
type of teams,
mean,
he's good for the 4 touchdown, 300.
I mean,
Always.
I mean that's you can say that, but then you could also say sometimes these games Dak don't come and show the things that Dak's supposed to, i.e. on the Arizona game this year that they should have won and Arizona beat them. So I feel like Cowboys right now is playing their best ball that they've been playing in a long time.
But
Even though
they ain't playing
But
nobody. Come on, man.
listen, I'm getting there. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
about, but it's not about who they're playing right now. It's about how consistent they is in their offense, how the numbers are still staying up. It's not going up and down. They're getting things going. They're getting things flowing. As long as they keep the flow going, even when they played the Eagles, their numbers were still up
Yeah,
in
yeah,
yardage stuff. So as long as they keep that going, they're gonna be kind of hard to deal with in the playoffs if Dak can stay poised in the pocket like he is right now. This is
yeah.
some good ball. This is some good ball that he is playing in a consistent level, and we would have expected him to lose a game like a Washington game last week that they did win on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
If they would have fumbled that game, that would have been something that we would have been like we expected it. You know what I mean, so
Yeah.
I feel like what they got going on right now, if they can keep this up, they might be a hard team to play in the playoffs. If they could find a way to
First,
get that number one
first round
seed,
stuff. Yeah, first
I
round
mean,
slow.
if they could, it was 2 games up on them. If they could find a way to
Eagles
get that home
is
field,
not slowing down.
you never know. You know, anything
Come
can
on, man.
happen, boss.
I know.
Anything
I
can
mean, I know it's
happen.
your division and all, but you know, Eagles.
Eagles is
I'm ready to get there.
yeah. So
I'm
we
ready to get there.
definitely
So I'm
gonna
just
get
holding
there.
off on it. I'm just
We
holding. Yeah,
def we definitely gonna get there.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
said,
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get there. So
if
let's
they
move
can
on
find a way to
to
get
the
home field,
the
they'd be good.
49ers. 31-13 win over the Seahawks. 49ers 8-3,
Hmm.
back on the winning side. You know, a winning streak. Excuse me. And obviously Seahawks falling 6-5, but we don't expect too much out of the Seahawks. I mean, their record is predictable. What's your Brock Purdy 21 for 30, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack. Christian McCaffrey 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. That do it every time. Geno Smith 18 for 27, 180 yards. 0 touchdowns, but you're going to give an interception. See, stuff like this, you hurt the team. That's what I'm talking about.
He playing against a good 49ers
Yeah,
defense though, so
yeah, yeah.
they healthy, they good, they rocking and rolling. They got the addition of Chase Young over there, so they feeling themselves.
Yeah, yeah, the defense is definitely filling this up with the pieces over there now. They're
This
getting back
game
into
was
there.
this game was done in the beginning in the first half.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
24-3, I believe, in the first half. This game was over with.
yeah.
A strong game for your 49ers, handling business as they're supposed to. Seattle got some work to do to
Oh, yeah,
try to
ain't no
keep their
question.
spot in the playoffs. Long as they got a little tough schedule coming up, but
I don't think they
uh,
made the playoffs, though.
you
The
don't think
Seahawks.
so? The way the NFC is looking,
Because
they
y'all going
probably
to
got a chance to
have two
make it.
people coming. I mean, y'all going to have another team coming out your division.
Cool.
The NFC. Oh, no. Yeah. What you mean, the Cowboys?
Yeah, besides
Yeah, that's what I'm
that.
talking about. Eagles is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
we know the
yeah,
Cowboys, 49ers,
the
and
Cowboys got a
Eagles
spot.
gonna go in there.
Um,
We know all that. Whoever wins the South, you know that division right now is
no,
looking
we're not even
horrible.
talking about that division horrible.
They
I
only
can't
getting
believe
one
the
out.
Buccaneers is in that joint
So
right
I
now.
see
It's crazy.
Seattle, just by default of how weak the NFC is, I see Seattle getting in the
Oh,
playoffs. You know,
okay,
so
okay. Yeah, they probably get to
first
set. Yeah,
round,
because they probably do get to fall into the 7.
yeah, they get a wild card spot, get
Yeah,
out
the
of in the
last spot.
first round.
Yeah.
You know, so they definitely gotta get things going. Gino gotta play better for them to
Yeah.
try to even make a push in the playoffs.
All right, let's move to the Sunday games. We're gonna talk about a couple of these Sundays games. Let's start off with my Steelers doing their thing. You know what I mean? We moved to an impressive 7-4 on the season. Ugly 16-10 win over the 5-6 Bengals. Now it's crazy because we already talked about the schedule. We got like 5 wins in a row right there that we need to go get. Steelers fall around to 11 to 12 wins on the season by accident. Just like what people was talking trash about my Steelers all off season long before the season start. They would talk about we hope they, make the playoffs. Mike Tomlin, winning records going to cease this season. Which is true that Kenny Pickett and the offensive line was pretty horrible, and they was talking Matt Canada. All these things is true. But y'all know, if y'all watching these games, y'all see the defense is dragging the teams to W's. I tell you that. Those facts. Because we get the turnovers. Sometimes we get the scoops and scores and the picks and sixes, or we get the good field position for the team for us, because we're kicking a boatload of field goals. We good for one touchdown, a boatload of field goals. What I'm supposed to do with that? I understand. I appreciate that we went for over 400 yards in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
59 games,
whatever.
59 games.
Yeah. Feel like a lifetime.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing, because I'm still looking like, where the touchdowns coming at?
Nowhere.
I understand moving them, from the 20s to the 20. We gotta get touchdowns, kicking the field goal, 7 field goals. It's crazy to me. 1 rushing touchdown for Najee to 99 yards. Rushing on the game. We appreciate that. Field goal. Like, I'm gonna need my guys to get touchdown.
Kenny
and then Deontay Johnson, come on, because I'm ready to get to him.
Kenny 278. Kenny 278 yesterday. He got over 200. No, I mean, you can't. Don't disrespect
man.
the man's now.
Where's the touchdown at though? I'm looking at my stats. And I don't need the stats. I know I ain't seen no touchdown. I know I seen him score no touchdown. What we talking about?
Did your boy George score?
No, I'm just saying Kenny Pickett ain't throwing no touchdown passes. What are you accustomed to?
Cause you was about to go on.
Oh yeah, I'm getting. Let's go to this. I got the stats right here. First of all, I don't need the stats because I know my eyes tell me. I know he's not getting the touchdowns, but I wanted the targets just for all interests of fairness, because I know people making it a big deal. Because I'm going back and forth with some other Steelers fans on social media, and I know some people are split on certain players and trying to make it seem like things are schemed up for different players. I'm not trying to hear that. Regardless of one's team, you can still deduce players' individual greatness by how they plan every single play of every single game. You can. Okay, that team may not be as good, but that's a great player right there. He gonna be great on anybody's team. You can deduce that. Now, what my eyes always tell me in every single game, and this game right here is a prime example that I'm about to highlight with you with the good old stats. Deontay Johnson, I'm done with you. You know what I mean? We're going to get to the reason why I've really been done with exclamation. This is the reason why I've been done with you. I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to get to the exclamation point after the stats. 4 receptions for 50 yards receiving. 8 targets. You 50 for 50 out there, my guy. What am I supposed to do with that? Meanwhile, you know what I mean? Yeah. The person under you, Pickens, 3 receptions, 58 yards, 8 more than you, 1 reception less, 5 targets, 3 less targets taken away from him, going your way, and you pouting out there, my guy. You out there pouting on the field. You was being a tyrant throughout the week, probably not throughout the week, excuse me, maybe throughout the season. That's why Mika said, you know what? Because I'm a real one, I ain't gonna keep letting this linger. We shutting this thing down right now. I'm glad he got into you and checked you this week. You don't want no smokes with Mika. You a little guy out there. Yeah, and Deontay Johnson's a little guy out there. He don't want none of that. And like they said, the big boys, TJ Watt and Cameron Herbert, they was the ones that had to break it up. That's the reports out there. They was the one that break it up. You thought anybody else other than a big office, a big lineman was going to separate Mika off him? That was the only way. Now, all its fairness, Pat Freiermuth, he deserved to have 11 targets. He caught 9 of them things for 120. What am I supposed to do with that? Keep feeding the beast. I like tearing up that middle. So my point to you is this. I've been done with him because I know what I say. He ain't scoring no touchdowns. You want to cry about? Yes, I can give you that, because I know technically NFL's all over the place, but I personally feel like it was touchdown, because I always feel like when you get, and even the commentary was saying, when you get the 3 feet the end, which you did, regardless of somebody hits you or not, the play should be over. Like okay, it's like I crossed the end zone and somebody hit me. Like I'm running to the end zone, I break the pylon line, and somebody hits me. I drop the ball. He fumbled. Wait a minute, the play's supposed to stop because the the play is completed once I crossed the end zone, or I made it was 3 steps. It was 3 steps and the ball came out. So I can give you that. But you out there pouting. First of all, you was a tyrant throughout the week, and you out there pouting out there giving up. You know I can't stand that. You know I can't stand that. Players out there giving up on plays. I don't expect my superstars to do that. I'd be damned if I respect just another guy to be doing out there like that, because he's interchangeable parts. You know what I mean? You could definitely place him out for another one. Ain't no problem. So I know Mike Tomlin, you know what I mean, probably sad, you know what I mean, talk to him and had to get all that stuff, but I see he's on his way out the door in Pittsburgh. Ain't no question about that. That's where I'm at. Let you go do your thing.
You done?
Yeah. Yo, he made me so mad. Yo, we won the game, but he made me so mad.
Because all that you was just going through, that man still had 4 catches for 50 something. Okay, yes, he had 8 targets, but you gotta look at how some of them targets was. Like you can't just blame all that on him as well. Okay, and Jim Pickens, yes, he had 3 receptions for 58 yards.
Good.
But come on, the main target was Pat out there yesterday.
He was tearing
that's who you were supposed to feed yesterday. And then you got the running game into it because Najee finally wanted to step up and act like he got how to run the ball now.
And Warren had the fumble. That's my guy. He had the fumble, but he still chipped in with his 49 rushing yards and 13 receiving yards. You know, doing what he do.
Yeah, he's gonna give you that, and he's gonna give you the blocking as well to protect Kenny.
But everybody know, and I'm glad people mention it. If Deontay Johnson was blocking, that player wouldn't even got the ball. He wasn't blocking. On top of it, you just giving up on the play, and he just unimpeded, just freely got the ball and just kept it moving. And all the excuses lined up, the BS. Oh, man.
You nitpicking right now. You see, you nitpicking right now. You being one of them fans.
Nah, but it's documented on the Fresh Mark. It's documented on the Fresh Mark Sports Show. Yes. I say this every week about him since the day of last season about his play. Now you pouting out there, and on top of being a tyrant in the locker room, got to make a good guy. Everybody know he a good guy. He got to check you. Come on, man. You out there doing something wrong. Bro. And I already see it on the sidelines. But prior to this, him with the little attitudes on the sideline. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. You ain't scored a touchdown, so I don't care about that because you can get out of here. Like I've been saying. So this ain't nitpicking. This is just putting an exclamation point on what I already been saying.
How many games have you played this year?
Yeah.
How many games have you played this year?
Week 7 and 4, 11 games.
He came back.
Excuse me, my fault. But how many games he played this year? I don't know that off the top of my head. How many games he played? I believe he only missed 2 games. To be honest, I ain't gonna hold you. I think he only missed 2 games.
I think he just came back probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Correct?
Yeah, but he only missed like 2 games. It couldn't have been. Yeah, it only been 2 games. I believe we had an early bye week. I think we had a bye week the first week of bye week, like week week 4. So he missed during the bye week time. So he's only missed like 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Because we had the early bye week.
I like Deontay, man.
Are you
get that man
serious?
Yeah,
Are you really serious right now?
Yeah, I like him, man. You
like that?
You going on for him not getting a touchdown last year? Well, hardly anybody.
Add that.
But he led the team in receiving yards last year. So you ain't giving him that stuff. You ain't giving him that. You ain't giving him none of that. You just want to say, "Oh, he ain't scored a touchdown."
Let me give you.
Listen, touchdowns wasn't your thing last year. That wasn't your status quo last year. It's starting to pick up now. Your passing game finally is picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get more involved in the passing game, coming off of that injury that he had last year. You gotta give that man a chance, man. Give that man a chance, man.
First of all, players that don't score touchdowns, like Julio Jones, when he had that 1 year, he went off for like about 13, 15, 100 yards or whatever, and he only chipped in the 6 touchdowns. Come on, man.
Bro.
You ain't the best in the league right now. I'm supposed to because you hurt your team by not scoring. I understand that you double teaming up. You got to put points on the board. Bro, and that takes away. I need my guys to score a touchdown. And you know the great wide receivers in our time growing up, the double-digit touchdowns, that's bare minimum. That's a must, bare minimum. They get in the 13, 14, 15s easily for the season.
You talk about your quarterback, but then you complain about the receiver as well. So are you going to complain about the quarterback or are you going to
the quarterback? I can't let this stuff see. You know I'm a nip it in the bud type of guy. They should have been done address the situation, and I understand Mika addressed it and realizing Mike Tomlin, you letting this thing go, so I'm addressing it. And this is coming to an end. You not been productive enough out there to be tolerating your little pally attitudes out there, like you, what they once say, Himothy out there, because you're far from that. You not winning because of him. Like, we not winning because of him. We not.
You
We
ain't
know we winning despite of
winning
him
because
as
of
well.
you ain't winning because of your offense.
Yeah,
You're winning
exactly.
because of your defense.
But I'm saying, if
It
you
doesn't
like that,
matter.
you supposed to be. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you, if you like that, this is what you're supposed to do. Because I could. These are the stuff that I'm talking about. Oh, TJ Watt had 2 sacks, by the way. I forgot to throw that in. Jake Browning, 19 for 26, 227 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's not even what I'm talking about. Who is this guy? Who is that quarterback? Jamar Chase. He is him, regardless of the situation. 6 targets, 4 receptions, 81 yards. I understand he didn't have a touchdown, but you see where I'm going with this. You see where I'm going with this.
Y'all don't have a Jamar Chase on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You say you like
you can't go there.
Deontay Johnson, but
I
you say you
do,
like
but
him. That's your guy.
He's not no Jamar Chase,
Man,
though. We're not going to
I take a second round pick from the Giants. I take a second round Giant pick if you like me that much.
I'll give you a 4th. We can start talking there, man. There, man. All right, we can start talking with the 4th.
But you see where I'm going with this.
Listen,
you
man,
know
listen,
if you like
man.
that or not.
You know
the difference.
I had to deal with Kenny Galladay, who ain't give me hardly nothing at all. And you talking about Deontay? At least Deontay put up yards and no touchdowns. I got no yards and no touchdowns. What you complaining about right now? I done seen it, but worse. So listen, man.
Okay.
At least he producing in some way, shape, or form. Because Kenny didn't produce in no way.
Okay.
So listen, man.
Nah, man, but I expect
good win.
He cleaned up the act
out of the
fast
Steelers.
in a hurry, or he's gonna be out the door.
Good win out of the Steelers.
Yeah.
Defense is doing what they gotta do. Long as Kenny Pickett don't mess up the game and manage it right, y'all be fine. I don't know.
I got one last stat before I love for the stats people out there, and then we can be done with the Steelers game. Steelers defense ain't playing around. Run the ball, stop the run. You see what we do with the running game for ourselves. Stopping the run. 25 total rushing yards, 2.3 average, 6 yards, the longest running yards for the Bengals. Talk about dominance. We ain't playing around. Oh, by the way, clearly they put up 10 points on the board. Well, on the board, and we struggle to get our 16. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, Joe Burrow was in there. It probably would have been a little different story. But you're going against
Joe Mixon. I thought he was doing something. He had 8 carries for 16 rushing yards. I mean, what was he doing out there? Oh, I digress.
You know what they gonna focus on?
Stopping that run. Yeah, what you mean?
Well, Jake Brown don't scare me. What you want me to do with that? I'm gonna focus on Joe Mixon and let you beat me with your arm, with your quarterback.
Yeah,
let you
no question.
Quarterback. That's what you got to do right there. And that's what they did. So that was a good game by the Steelers. They got it to win. Ugly or not, they got the win. The win is
we get the win. All right, man. Let's move on to a game that I didn't see coming. It caught me by surprise because I thought Texas was flowing and doing their thing. Jaguars moved to 8-4 with a nice field goal win at the end, 24-21 over the Texans. Texans fall to 6-5. Texans definitely needed that to, it really had the chance to win the division against them because obviously that 8-3 is it's a big gap. I don't see Texans. Obviously Texas can mess around, get into the last wild card spot, but they hurting their chances by that last loss. I don't know who exactly ended that 7th seed spot, but I believe that knocked them out the 7th seed spot from that loss last night. Got to shout out my guy Nico because he been Collins. Because he been hot a couple of weeks, 7 receptions, 104 yards, and 1 touchdown. And C.J. Stroud, obviously, I want to give you his numbers: 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 sacks, 47 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, but the 47 rushing yards to lead the team. I don't like that. My quarterback being my leading rusher on my team. Not saying I don't like my quarterback being a running quarterback at speed, but I'm gonna need my running back to be producing out there as well. And across the board, any team like that, I just be wanting the running backs. Yeah, come on, man. You got the quarterback out here showing you up like that. Unless it's somebody dynamic like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, guys of that nature. That's a whole different story. Now, I definitely got to give it up for I got to give it up for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, 23-38, 364 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 rushing touchdown. I mean, he put it all out there. Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley, both 89 yards receiving. Obviously, really had the receiving touchdown, though.
This game right here, shout out to them boys in Duval. This game right
The
here
ball was
was,
snapping on social media
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, do
Yeah.
ball. They know how it is. Them boys down there, they ball out, man. Like, this is a game. This probably would have been the best game yesterday if the Eagles and Bills game didn't go.